سلام بچه، حالتون چطوره؟ رزیوس هستم. خوش اومدیم به پارت 4 بازی مارتا ایز دد. قضیه از اونجایی شروع شد که خواهرمون فوت کرده. پارتای قبل ببینید دیگه، من نخوام آنچه گذشت بدم. رسیدیم به جایی که ما یه اسلحه برداشتیم و میخوایم بریم قبرستون ببینیم که ادامه کار به کجا قراره برسه و این ماجرای مرموز موزمار قراره چی بشه. این مقدمه بزن بریم سراغ گیم. لیتس گو. یه این لگا رو به بزرگی خودتون ببخشید دیگه، سیستم زغالی نفتی گازوئیل نزدم بشه.
The crypt is here.
دخمه اینجاست. این چی اینجا؟
Not now.
بله چشم.
Let's hope the caretaker isn't around. That man gives me the creeps.
این کلاغه رفته اینجا نشسته. این کلاغه هم به شدت بوداره. به شدت. لپو های پسر از جنازه پسر است. قبر
I should
پسر است.
water the plants. No one will do it. The caretaker clearly doesn't care.
جنازه پسر است. جنازه چی کو؟ مارتا کو؟ اینا اینجاست. اوکی. از این پله هیچ کی جرئت نداشته بره. خب بله. حق داره.
I can see why we were scared as children. It's a rather gloomy place.
تو ترسناک شد. What the fuck؟ نازیای آلمانی تو کلیسا. قشنگه. مارتا اینجاست؟ مارتا یعنی هنوز خاک نشده؟ یا باش. درست. مارتا جان.
May God forgive me for what I'm about to do. I also pray that you, Martha, will forgive me.
باز دوباره. یا حضرت عباس. نه 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 نه. به شورت بلندی هم پشت. از بس پشم انتظار نداشتم ببینم چنی سیاهه. حاجی چرا این بازی چرک و دارکه؟ شوخیه دیگه. خب اینا حامله است یا نه؟ Holy shit.
Martha was pregnant. Pregnant with a deformed fetus with 2 heads. Twins again. They always said that it ran in the family. I was all the more shocked. I was doing things that I had never done before. I do not know what force was moving me. I became unstoppable. I decided to photograph the horror as evidence to show my mother and to everyone. Who knows
خدا عکس
why?
بگیره به عنوان مدرک. واقعا؟ خب تو واقعا تیمارستان بستری بری تو تیمارستان این حرکت رو انجام بدی عزیزم. از من گفتم بود ولی تو بستری میشی واقعا. بذار برو عقب. یا
Enough now.
ابوالفضل.
I will torture you no longer. I will come back to fix you, and I will stay and take care of you. We will spend so much time together. I love you, Martha.
خداحافظ مارتا، ما رفتیم دیگه. حالا به نظرت میتونیم سالم اینجا داریم بیرون؟ یا روح مارتا قرار جرمو بده؟
Doctor, I must thank you for your help. I wouldn't know what to do without you. Even our own dear Donatello seems to not understand the situation.
Irene, please. Consider the idea of leaving Italy as your husband suggested. It would be better for everyone, especially for the girl.
I fear that nothing will make her better. Her father doesn't want to accept it. I believe that hope is long gone.
I agree, but in Germany there are better treatments in specialized clinics. The asylum is a temporary solution, just to ensure that she doesn't do anything foolish. But it's a nightmarish place. You know that all too well. You cannot possibly want this for your daughter.
Of course I don't. But what can I do? She is a danger to herself, to us, to everyone. One of Eric's guns has also disappeared. She must have taken it. Who else could it have been? I am so scared, Doctor. I cannot wait any longer. Also, you know what they think of Italians in Germany, don't you?
But you would be with Eric, an esteemed general. Everyone will respect you.
That cursed girl.
برو
Where could she
بمیر.
be? Let's hope she doesn't play any more foolish stunts. I'll wait for her here, in the cellar. Sooner or later, she'll go to the dark room. That's
Okay.
for sure.
I would gladly stay and keep an eye on her, but I must rush to town to organize the last few things for her hospitalization.
Thank you, Doctor. Don't worry. We'll see you later.
بزرگوار برو بیرون.
She's sleeping. I must take advantage of this. I will make her talk. She will reveal the truth out of fear. She thinks I can be silenced by calling me crazy.
نیای.
But unbeknownst to her, I will record everything. Everyone will know what you have done to your own daughter. I would make too much noise and wake her up.
چیکار کنم اهل بیدار نشه؟ با چوب بزن تو سرش. نظرته؟ محکم یه بکوب که دیپانش. درسته.
Now I will wake her up and she will confess. You can bet on it.
What are you doing, my daughter? Why do you want to ruin your life?
I'm sorry. It wasn't me who just shot Mummy. It wasn't me.
ما چتمتیم؟ یعنی چی کار من نبود؟
Dear God, what have I done? She forced me. She killed Martha. But who in the world will believe me now? They will take me to the mental asylum. Those rolls of film are my only hope.
چیکار میکنی تو؟ چرا کشتیش؟ چه
So
غلط؟
that's who had the keys to my childhood bedroom. I could have guessed.
Why?
My God, sooner or later more bombs will land here. Then everything will come to an end.
درست تاریک خونمو به چوس رفت. این عکس من میخوام ظاهر کنم اگه بذاری.
Damn, the power is out. It's impossible to develop that roll of film now.
فندک give me the light please. چیزات مادرم سرویس. من نمیخواستم این بمیره. این چرا مرد؟
Finally, I can enter my room.
یا ابوالفضل. What the؟ این چیه؟
It's like being a child all over again. I used to play with the puppets by reenacting what was happening in my life.
چی میگی
Clear
زبون؟
my mind. I want to do it again. At the beginning of any puppet act, there was always the legend of the White Lady. Otherwise, the scenes I was reenacting were worthless.
Huh?
According to an ancient legend, the lakes of the area are haunted by the spirit of a young woman who was killed by the man she loved.
اوه به دست مردی که
Beloved
عاشقش
nightly
بوده.
tryst by the lake. So much hope and desire. But death, not love, was awaiting her.
My love is not here yet. I'll wait. Ah, what a beautiful moon tonight.
درست.
You're here at last. What's going on? Why are you acting weird?
با دارت بزن از.
I know you kissed another.
من هیچ وقت همچین کاری نمی کنم. من دوستت دارم. دیوونه شدی؟ چی میگی؟
Are you crazy?
داستان شبانگاهی عاشق پیشه ها.
I love you too much.
اینقدر میخوام بکشمت.
The thought of you with another drives me insane. That's why you have to die. What did I do to you?
اینجا همه چتمتن. تو این بازی همه دیوونه میوونه و ردی مدی هن.
In despair, the man confessed he had killed her out of jealousy.
قرار صحنه دار زدن هم ببینیم. چقدر قشنگ. بیا اینجا. علی.
They searched everywhere, but the girl's body was never found. Since then, her spirit, known as the White Lady, takes the life of a young woman whenever events take her back to that sad day.
چقدر داره آواز میخونه ولی پایینش یه چیزی هم هست. خانم جوان. ها نه اون چیه تو؟ بانوی سفید نگاه. اوکی. یه تو بغل بابا. علی بیا.
Help! Help me!
بانو سفید نگاه.
Now I can begin. First of all, let's clarify what happened the night before the cursed 16th of July.
مارتا جنگ زدید جنگ تمام میشه.
Dad says we're losing. What will happen if we do? Will we go to Germany?
ها این لاپو عشق چی مارتا بوده.
Did you see Lapo yesterday?
اصلا ربطی به ما نداشت. برو میپرسی.
I saw him leave the barn. Weren't you there?
داشتن کارای سیخونک میخونکش انجام میدادن. از به تو ربطی نداره. دخالت نکن توی نه.
Do you want to come with me to the lake tomorrow? Let's go at dawn. Mummy sleeps heavily anyway.
این روز چیز کذاییشونه که مارتا میره و دیگه هم بر نمیگرد. یعنی ما خواب میبونیم
Wake me up.
مارتا ما رو بیدار نمیکنه. بعد جا خوابشون رو عوض میکنن اشتباه میگیرنشون. درست. بعد
Yes, it happened like this. Then in the morning, Martha went to the lake pretending to be me to show her pregnancy. She knew Mother was going to follow her down. Now I can only guess what happened when they met at the lake.
آها اینجا الان مامان میره لب دریاچه. نه سلام مامان.
Hello, Mummy.
مامانه فکر میکنه این الان چیزه جولیاس. لباساتو در بیار میخوام شرم تو ببینم.
Take off your clothes. I want to see your shame.
شرم تو یا شرممو ببین. دوست داری به شرمم هم دست بزن. بودی چی میکنی؟ اکه هی پس حامله ای. خواهرت راست میگفت.
So you are pregnant. Your sister was right.
ای حرومزاد. از من چی میخوای؟
What do you want from me?
اصلا حامله باشه. چطور جرأت میکنی به تو با من حرف بزنی؟
How dare you talk to me like that?
حداقل بهم خوش گذشت.
Well, at least I had fun.
والا گو به خاطر این معجزات میکنم هرزه.
I'll punish you for this, whore.
شرمگاه تو از بکن تو چشاش. برو حمومتو بکن. برو حمومتو بکن. برو بابات. از آب بیا بیرون. گو.
Get out of the water.
عصا رو بگیرید خیلی هم جدیه. من کاری که بخوام انجام میدم.
You won't do anything. I will do what I want.
یا پشمام با پشمام بازی کن. پشمم زیاد داشت. اینو دیگه میتونم ثابت کنم که خیلی پشم داشت. عصا رو بگیری. دستک چه گویی میخوای بخوری؟ ما دختر رو بکشه؟ یا علی. یا پیش. از عصا استفاده کن. اینجوری میکنم زدش. علی درسته؟ این چیه؟
This might be exactly what happened.
بس ادامه.
I will never know exactly what happened, but I think I have an idea. And after everything, I shot my mother. No, No, I didn't shoot. What actually happened? It is all in my mind, but I can remember. I know I can.
یا مامانته؟
A little arm.
درست. یه دست کوچولو. بله. حالا یه پا.
A small leg.
یه پا. اوکی. شرمگاهش هم بکن.
Another small leg.
و این ننه رو که جر دادی.
Oh look, only the head is left.
بله. درست. گرفتن تی. حالا ما میخوایم تک تک اعضای بدنش رو ببریم، قطع کنیم، بندازیم تو گونی. حاجی تو واقعا تیم مریض پریزی. مثلا ایراد داری. باید قبرت هم بکنم. مادر رو اینجوری چال قرار رو بکن. چقدر قشنگ. برو پایین. سرش اینجا جا مونده. سر مادر رو بگیر. درسته. چند تا
I was under the bridge, but it was just a game. This, however, is not a game. I was just playing. It's just a bad joke. Under the bridge, the church, speak, the white lady.
کله مادر چجور اومد تو دست ما؟ یعنی همه ای کارا رو کرد؟ کلیسا هم که جویدن موشک خورده برای دل کلیسا. حالا چجور بریم زیر پل؟ اینجا خاک شدی بزرگوار؟ اینجاست دیگه. نه این برتره. اوه شیت. دیدمش. هولی فاک. حاجی ننه مثل که راست میگفت. ننه تمام شد. بعدش بریم عکس جین رو ظاهر کنیم. نه نظرته عکس رو ظاهر کن. برو عکس انو ظاهر کن تمام کنیم بازی کثیفو. خب عکس جنین رو ظاهر کن لطفا. چرا مامانش اینجوری کوش دست و پاشم قطع کرد و انداخت خوبه رو. اینقدر بیزار بودید این.
I will return to you, Martha. Together we will sort out everything. Just you and I.
What the این چی؟ What the fuck?
Oh dear God. So it's true.
من خواهرمو
I
کشتم.
killed my sister. I did everything to hide the truth. Then I killed my mother to rid myself of the guilt. But she was nasty and everything was her fault. God, what does that make me? I don't deserve to live a second longer. Maybe I will see her again and I can try and ask for her forgiveness. But if there is nothing after death, at least I will be free from this suffering. I know it's not right, but I can't do this anymore. I fired instinctively at that soldier, hitting him right in the head, but it was not a good idea. He obviously didn't come alone. When the others came in, I closed my eyes. I heard a lot of commotion and then felt a sharp pain in the stomach. They were kicking me while another tried in vain to convince himself that the soldier on the ground was still alive. They hit me in the ribs, the back, and the stomach. I couldn't breathe, and at the same time I felt the need to vomit. They were ordered to put me on a seat. They bound me up so tightly that I couldn't feel my hands or feet. On the seat next to me was my father. He was breathing, but he appeared to be unconscious. The guy in charge started asking me questions. He kept hitting me in the face and head with some kind of short cane. It was so violent I thought my skull would crack open. All I could taste in my mouth was blood and broken teeth. I ran my tongue across my teeth, thinking to myself that I'd never be able to smile again. A frivolous thought, perhaps, but a painful one nonetheless. Part of my top lip was cut open and was hanging down. I foolishly tried to put it back in place using my tongue and lower lip. I threw up. They forced me to confess that my father had been carrying out all kinds of activity within the German army. Of course, I didn't know anything about it, so I tried to explain. But those punches... I would have done whatever it took to stop them. Whatever it took. Just after I told them what they wanted to hear, the general said, "All it took were 2 slaps and you sold out your father, you German whore." Then he ordered my father to be executed. It took less than a moment. He didn't even move. He pointed to one of the soldiers and then he pointed to me. My time had come. They all left except for the soldier who had the unpleasant task of finishing me off. I wanted to die, but not like that. Terror engulfed me. I could almost hear the sound of my body evacuating. I had the gun pointed to my forehead. I couldn't look at his face. I stank. I felt indecent. Then he moved the gun on purpose and shot without hitting me. He had taken pity on me. It must have been my fate not to die. He quickly cut the ropes and pushed me to the ground, saying out loud, "It's done. The German whore has been dealt with." I was left motionless on the ground. He left, and I fainted again. I did not know what to do. I was completely empty and felt pain everywhere. Everyone was dead. I was now alone in the world. I felt a desire to hear their voices one last time on Daddy's recorder in the dark room. Provided the soldiers hadn't destroyed it, that is. Now I will wake her up and she will confess. You can bet on it.
What are you doing with your father's gun? It's dangerous. Stop it.
Talk! Tell me everything now! Tell me what you have done!
Okay. Calm down. I will tell you everything. I found that strange note when I woke up, and I immediately realized that something was wrong. Something was up with you, aside from your usual quirks. I came to check, but you weren't in your bedroom. You had spoken about the lake, and I got worried, so I called your father, and we went to see what was going on. We found you sitting in your underwear at the side of the lake. You kept saying that nothing had happened, and you kept repeating things like that. I hugged you to try and make you feel better, but you did not speak again for days. What is happening to you?
You should tell me what's going on. I'm not going to that loony bin.
I would never have wanted this, but I'm afraid you will harm yourself further. You were really hurting yourself in front of the piano that night. What else could we do?
You killed my sister and now you're afraid because I found out. So you're making up stories, aren't you? But I'm not falling for it this time.
What are you saying? Your sister? Please, no. I was not well. I didn't know what I was saying. So many years have passed. You were little then. I thought everyone had forgotten that nonsense.
Shut up! Don't speak. Don't say anything else.
What are you doing, my daughter? Why do you want to ruin your life?
I'm sorry. It wasn't me who just shot Mummy. It wasn't me. I didn't know who I was anymore. Everything had fallen apart. I was afraid of myself. My God, it was terrible. I had always been convinced that I was too good for myself, but then I had become my own enemy. I was the danger. What should I have done? I thought about the puppet theatre in my old room. There I could find something in myself, perhaps. So I rushed to go play with it again.
خیلی دارکه. خیلی دارکه گیمش. نه یه ذره. بیش از حد دارکه. خانواده خودشو گوزپر کرد واسه هیچ و پوچ. این داستان ترسناک واقعی است. اصلا ربطی به چی نداره این.
Beginning to remember, but I was so scared to remember too much, especially all at once. I didn't have time to guess exactly what happened. It was making me too upset. Pulling out those memories was like trying to pull out a tooth on your own. Almost impossible, and far too painful. The White Lady told me that the church is a safe place and home to its children. Donatello, my priest, I have to talk to him. I have to call him on the telephone.
تلفنت کجاست؟ کیشیش؟
Donatello speaking. Who is it?
Father, help me. They're all dead. Daddy, Mummy, everyone.
Julia, come to me immediately. Don't stay alone. It's dangerous. Come to town. You can stay here with me and we can talk about everything. Okay?
Okay, Father, but first I want to play with my puppets for a while.
بابا
Julia,
ولم.
don't be silly. Come to church right away.
برو تو کلیسا ببینم با گور بابا خودت عروسکات. گو به قبرت با این گیمت حال به هم زن. برو بیرون این بازی انو تمام کنیم زودتر. به در سگ حروم زاده. مغز نیست که ان پر کردن وای چیا. وای کلیسا که خراب شده که. کجا باید برم؟ وای کلیسا که ان به ان رفت. سن کازینو برو. دوچرخه رو بردار بسن. ها بعد بس دوچرخه رو بردار. ما اومدیم تو شهر. بعد. برو توی خونه ببینیم. او کلیساه. آقا یه سال چرا همه آدمکن؟ چرا همشون نخوابیزونه؟ What the fuck? دوباره کلاغه.
I don't remember how things went. I just remember a big light and then photographs were being taken of me. There was a man dressed in white, a doctor, I presume. He was asking me questions, but I didn't understand what he was actually asking me. He wrote something on a piece of paper and then 2 nurses led me away. I was in the mental asylum. Some women were talking to themselves. Others cried. Some were even covered
ما
in
رفتیم
their
تو
own
تیمارستان؟
filth. Others were violent and tried to hurt themselves any way possible. There was this one young woman who would pleasure herself all day long, incessantly, to the point where she would bleed. So they would tie her down to the bed screaming.
به خودش لذت میداد انقدر که خون میومد.
Gibberish for days on end.
میشسته کف دستی
Once
میذاره تا
her
وقت خون
wounds had
بیاد.
healed and she was untied, she would just start again. That woman was me. They started to give me injections. What they gave me made my whole body shake. I broke my vertebrae and an ankle. I think it was called cardiazole or something like that. My body was like a fire that didn't want to be put out. When it
فقط
appeared
پا
to be
میبینیم ما
quenched,
اینجا.
it would come back, even stronger than before. In the end, though, they won. I stopped screaming and masturbating. I stopped thinking. There was no longer any need for therapy. Something inside of
انقدر
me had
بزن که
gone.
خون بیاد. این دنیا ارزش نداره.
But nevertheless, I insisted on carrying along this painful journey.
فقط
I
بزن.
was stronger than I could ever have imagined.
چیزی که ایشون میگه البته. لوکیشن دارکیه این. What the؟ وقتی زیاد بزنی این شکلی میشه.
Who are you? Wait, wait. I want answers. Don't go away. Talk to me about Martha, please. Martha is dead. I killed her to take possession of her life. I will never
Shit.
find peace for what I have done. I feared that would be the case. And what about Mummy? Mummy is dead. Nobody knows that better than I do, unfortunately. It's useless to try and deceive ourselves. Did I do what I think I've done? Yes, damn it. It really happened. I cut her into pieces and buried her under the bridge. God, all that blood. My God, I knew it. What about Daddy? The soldiers? Did that really happen?
خودمون با خودمون حرف میزنیم.
If I think back to that moment, everything is muddled. I do not know how to answer. No answer is perhaps the most painful answer. What about Nanny?
ننی چی شد راستی؟ خوبه، حالش خوبه.
Nanny is fine. I don't even want to think that anything bad could have happened to her. Are you sure? That brings me great joy. I'm afraid to ask about Lapo. Lapo is dead. He was blown up by a landmine. He got into trouble and paid with his life. My dear friend. Poor boy. Just as I remembered, unfortunately. One last question. The pregnancy?
مارتا حامله بود.
Martha was pregnant. Her deformed baby died with her. Maybe she was in pain. That's enough now. All of these questions are pointless, aren't they? It's all inside of us. We just need to turn the mirror. Is it not all just the reflection of an unknowable existence? Nothing more than a puppet show.
چی میگی؟
Ready for everything with open arms, even ready to kill. Legs always ready to run. The womb that conceived in sin. Lastly, the mind. To protect us, it has turned us into monsters. Either way, we cannot live like this, can we? I'll take care of it. I don't need to worry. I'll try to sleep if I can. I've got this.
مرده شورتو ببرم.
On the 26th of July, San Casciano was bombed and the church was destroyed. But I was not there then. I was already in the asylum.
تو
Once
تیمارستان.
again, stubbornly, I was not dead. The bombs hadn't killed me and I had also survived myself.
خب منو نکش، منو خودم نجات دادم.
The most absurd test and the hardest one. The war ended some time ago now, both out there and inside of me. I was on the wrong
تو
side of the
زینویستون رو
gate,
درست
but
کنید
now I
دیگه.
can turn the page. Life is opening its doors again, isn't it? If I hadn't been so lucky to survive myself,
دیگه خوش
I would
هستم
have
خودم
thrown
نجات بدم.
everything away.
همه چیو نابود میکنم، همه چیو رد
We
میکنم.
think that danger is all around us,
همیشه
ready to
خطر
attack.
دور و بر ماست، آماده حمله است.
The most devious and misleading dangers are the ones that are inside of us. They grow without us realizing. They make us suffer,
باعث میشه که
remain
رنج بکشیم.
confused and
رنج بکشیم.
remove our self-respect. I would have wanted to ask for help.
خواستم کمک
I was alone.
درخواست کمک کنم اما تنها بودم.
This is my story.
این داستان منه.
Thank you for being here,
مردشو
for
خودتو
listening to me.
مردشو خودتو داستانتو ببره.
Now I'm ready to leave. How long will it take to get home?
کدوم خونه؟ جمله آخرش قشنگ. بازیش از اون گیمایی بود که یه مقدار مغزتو درگیر میکنه و علنا جرت میده. این دختر زنده موند، اما به چه قیمتی؟ مادرشو کشت، خواهرشو کشت، پدرش هم حالا اگه مونده بود کشته بودش، وگرنه دست به دست سربازا کشته شد. این دختر تا جایی که من میدونم و برداشتی که من از این داستان کردم، از اون اول روانی بود، از اون اول ایراد داشت. حالا برداشت شما از این گیم چیه؟ برداشتتون از این گیم بگید به من. همه کامنت ها رو میخونم. کاملا واقعی بود این بازی، کاملا واقعی بود، چیز ماورا طبیعی نداشت. یعنی مثلا هر کسی ممکنه پیش بیاد، ممکنه مثلا یه نفر رد بده، خدا نکنه البته، ولی خب با این وضع مملکتی که ما داریم اصلا این چیزا بعید نیست همچین افرادی بالاخره ظهور کنن. خب اینم از بازی مارتا ایز دد. امیدوارم که حال کرده باشید، امیدوارم که دوست داشته باشید، لذت برده باشید از این واکتوری 4 قسمتی بازی مارتا ایز دد. بهم بگید ببینم برداشت شما از این گیم چی بود. حتما نظراتتون رو میخونم. امیدوارم که حال کرده باشید. تا ویدیوی دیگه میبینمتون. See you.
I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done.